First of all, I'll tell you in the famous words of Marshawn Lynch, I'm only here to collect my check. That's the only reason I'm here tonight. Uh, it's just, I don't know. I don't like the lighting in here. But you got to understand, I am uh, recording. I'm live streaming from inside my tractor. I'm in the front seat. Uh, it's nighttime. So the lighting isn't going to be that great. I should have one of those light things that everybody has for the live stream show. Just came from a Mexican restaurant next. So it's been about how long has it been since we came back from Mexican restaurant? I always get itis. I don't know if anybody else is like that. I think it's because I'm pre-diabetic and fat. So I think it's a combination of the two. Plus, I got high. I'm dealing with a lot of medical issues. A lot of medical issues. Uh, trying to get healthy. Not really. I haven't put a lot of effort into it, to be honest. Uh, but there's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. So uh, we can try again. But I really didn't even have any topics for tonight. Um, I've been working on a few other projects more often recently. If you haven't already, please go to the YouTube and check out some of the shows that I have there. OC Street Files and Stop the Shenanigans are both there. Go and check those out. Follow me on TikTok at OC Street Files. Um, and make sure to subscribe to the YouTube. I have more shows uh, coming on the way. Um, yeah, but how you doing tonight, Carmen? How you doing? Okay. You all right? You okay back there? All right. She didn't feel so inclined to join me tonight. Uh, I can join from silence. She's gonna join me from the sidelines. She's always there. Uh, so on the sideline somewhere. I don't even know. I don't know. I was thinking about Cardi B, but I don't really care about a Cardi B too much. And Young Thug's album, don't really care to talk about that too much. Uh, Avery gave me some ideas, but those were kind of boring to me. I did want to mention I was in a discussion with a guy on Facebook about Trump. I think this was the second time that he's decided to bomb uh, suspected drug traffickers. And the gentleman was arguing that we shouldn't care about that happening. They are danger to the citizens of the United States, bringing in a dangerous drug that is killing people, taking people's lives, blah 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 blah. And I was like, that sounds good and all, but I don't know if I mentioned this before. I might have mentioned it. I just think it sets a dangerous precedent for any government because keep in mind if it was another government and they suspected U.S. citizens of being drug traffickers and they just decided to blast these guys out of the water. You know what I mean? We would probably be pretty upset and more likely than not prepared to go to war about that because I believe that we believe in something called due process, that we should have a due process. People should be brought to front of a judge, and there should be an indictment, and uh, they should have a chance to defend themselves and question their accusers, and all of those things. And I think that any time for any group of people here, because a lot of these people that are agreeing with Trump's actions with these bombings of these drug traffickers are his supporters. And it's fine now for them to say, yeah, we're cool with that. But I don't think that they realize what they do is they set themselves up. Because, at what point in time uh, will it be them? You know what I mean? I think it always starts with, people that you're against or you have differences with or you feel are a threat. And then eventually, it's turned, you become the target. So I just think it's a dangerous precedent. And I don't like it. I think it's un-American. Um, and I don't see how those people who agree with those actions can call themselves patriots. How can you call yourself a patriot? I mean, uh, usually, the ideals that we say that we hold uh, highly, and that have value to us, are those that can be found in the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and all of those things. So, um, and what the Declaration of Independence states, we have inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And they laid out, the Bill of Rights to further explain how those rights can be expressed um, or recognized. So I just don't understand how certain people can be in agreement. I don't understand. I don't get it. But hey, and then you got all of these things that are happening, and we live in a time now where we are so divided. Whether it's race race has always been a thing, but now we are so politically divided. And then if it's not political, then it's sex. You know what I mean? Or the how we are defining gender or sex. You know what I mean? Is so many things that are dividing us, and it seems like we are under attack all the time. Not just from Charlie Kirk, but today there was an incident at a church. I guess a guy may set the place on fire. I didn't really get into the story. I mean, it happens so frequently. I figured I would get back to it later once they figured out, the details. But I guess he ran into a church, set it on fire, some shot some people, and I think they said, I'm not going to get into it because I don't have the details as I just mentioned. So I'm not going to get into it too much. You had a topic for me?
So, what do you think about FBI Director Castile
Hmm.
telling people not to mourn Tupac's godmother, which is Asada Shakur? Rest in peace to her.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Again, that's about Asada Shakur. Rest in paradise to Asada Shakur.
He said she should be remembered as a terrorist and not a hero.
And let me explain that. There have been this. I'm trying to say this to be uh, politically correct, and I don't want to be put on a watch list or anything like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be put on a watch list. But anytime, anytime people have spoken out against the government. And I can only speak of the United States. I'm sure it may be the same in other places, but in the United States, um, they always seem to, uh, create that narrative that the person is a terrorist. And they may be anti-government, but I don't necessarily know if that's really wrong, right? I mean, you have the freedom to choose to be anti-government. I guess is the way that you express it. But as far as her story, from my understanding, they were involved in a number of activities that could be deemed terroristic, if that's a word. You know, I think that they were. I don't want to get all the way into it because I haven't fully researched it yet. Um, but in her particular situation, from my understanding, she's always maintained her innocence behind that shooting on the highway that she went to prison for. They gave her life, and then they gave her some years on top of life, and then she managed to escape. And after she escaped, she went to Cuba, and she's been a fugitive in Cuba since that time. Yeah, they not finna go. They not finna live. Exactly. Exactly. And so they didn't agree, and so people said, yeah. And so yeah, but go ahead, say what you're gonna say. Damn. How did that happen?
Randomly happened. I swear. Now you see I was over here.
Yeah.
Oh my good Jamaica. Oh my.
The Jamaica too.
Oh my.
We just had an accident in the studio. I see. I have no clue. But
out of nowhere, just randomly as hell. That was just. Wow.
I'm sorry, though. You can have my peanut over there.
I can't even focus.
Can't focus. I need you back. You were gonna mention something there. I'm waiting.
But the Michael, did you see that?
I did see it.
I'm talking about y'all. It was sitting up here and just slipped and fell. It just came on down. So anyways, the people in the comments were talking about, I guess at some point, they asked him who Dylan Roof was, and they was
Dylan
like, he act like he had a selective memory, so he didn't know who he was.
Oh wow, he didn't know who Dylan Roof was.
Yeah, he didn't ask.
If you don't remember who Dylan Roof was, Roof was the guy that shot the people in the church. I think it was in North Carolina, right? I'm not sure Dylan Roof, but if you don't, he shot the people, about 8 people he killed in the church. But I mean, not only that, if you want to talk about other,
oh yeah, that's the one that they took and got him something.
Yeah, they got him something to eat and everything. Yeah. Well, not only that, if we're going to talk about domestic terrorists, then we would have to talk about January 6th. You know what I mean? I don't know why that is being swept under the rug as if those people didn't commit treasonous acts at the Capitol, because they very much did so. It's your right to peacefully protest and assemble, not to. It was in South Carolina. Okay, Charleston, South Carolina. Yeah, it's your right to peacefully protest, and assemble, but not to run up in the Capitol and in a building and do what those people on January 6th did, and the President of the United States pardoned all of them. You know what I mean? Every last one of them. Even if they were, connected to white militia groups and white supremacist groups, he pardoned all of them. So I think it's interesting that he would actually come out and say that. And who is he to tell people that they shouldn't mourn somewhat, regardless?
That's what people were saying. Like we asked you about him, you acting like you don't know nothing about that, but you're informed about this here and what's going on there. Which that happened before Dylan.
Long time before.
Like a long time ago, but you know that, but you don't know. But I guess it is FBI. They on she's on the FBI. One of this, whatever.
True.
True. But also keep in mind, Dylan Roof's case was a federal case.
Yeah, and he hasn't died.
That was a federal case. He got the death penalty.
He got the death penalty, but he hasn't died. People probably would not mourn Dylan Roof when he died. Right.
They was just saying, like, you got other things to worry about, like releasing the Epstein files, and you worry about, somebody not mourning.
Right.
aside of Shakira and
I don't think it was even anything to even speak on. I think a lot of times they speak on certain topics only to fuel flames. You know what I mean? Because there was no reason to speak on that or say that to somebody. Who are you going to stop from mourning? You know what I mean? Was that maybe something that he said in response to how people responded to Charlie Kirk, which is possible. Um, but yeah, next topic. You got something else for me? You don't got nothing else for me. All right, I'm gonna talk about this Young Thug, man. This Young Thug album. So Young Thug just dropped a new album. If you haven't had the chance to hear it, just don't waste your time. I would say don't waste your time listening to it.
Well, I'll just say this about the Young Thug, like whatever the album, okay? Because when I was online,
let me explain, because I know people think it's kind of weird that I'm wearing these glasses. Let me tell you why I'm wearing the glasses.
At night.
Yeah, why I'm wearing my glasses. And I actually like that song. If you haven't listened to the song, listen to the song Sunglasses at Night. But I'm wearing my sunglasses.
Is that a song?
It's a song. Yeah, I wear my sunglasses at night so people can't see what's going on underneath. But the sunglasses, because I lost my glass. I went to Camp Echo in Michigan with my nephew, and we were on a kayak. And I don't know if it was him or my big body that caused us to become imbalanced to tumble over in the water. And when we tumbled in the water, without thinking of the fact that we had on life jackets, what they call Kingston wanted to make sure that we knew it was called a personal flotation device. Personal flotation device. That's what a life jacket is. Yeah, he wanted us to know that. But anyway, when we fell in the water, I was so frantic and panicked because I was worried about Credence, not thinking that he has a life jacket on, that he's not going to go under the water. And so I never even thought about my glasses at the time, and they came off. I got them back to the shore, and when we got back to the shore, I realized that my glasses were gone. So I got to get new glasses. So that's why I'm wearing these glasses here. The other ones I got, I don't really like too much. But yeah, go ahead. Finish what you were saying about Young Thug and his album.
Uh, so what I was gonna say is I think that I don't even know if I want to say it was too soon because he been locked up all that time, so he probably been working on the music or whatever. But it's given no, and then it's like he's still trying to. I don't know. To me, right now, all the people that were hot like in the rap game, it's like it's a shit. Something just happened and it's a shit. Where these people are not like. It's almost like nobody's coming out with the music. Where people coming out, it's just like nobody has the game right now. I guess you know what I'm saying. Like I don't know if the wave of the music, is changing. Because definitely when he came out with that album, it was kind of like the same before he went in, and it's like, no.
Right.
Like just everything. And then he almost sounded like that same trying to do with that little auto tune crying shit or whatever he's doing. It's like, no, that's not even the thing. Like,
right.
Now I was trying to listen to YFN Lucci or whatever his name is. And I still feel like it's the same thing. Like it's just I don't think it's what they say is doing numbers. YFN Lucci, whatever Lucci, that's the
I don't know.
They say his is doing numbers or whatever, but I just feel like it's like a shit. Nobody wants to hear that. Like we need something else. It's like the old heads coming back, and that's what's popping.
Let me say. I'll say this. Maybe it's what the younger generation wants to hear. I felt
like young boy. That's a lot.
Let me say this. I felt that some years back when you started hearing when you started having people like Lil Yachty and who are some of these other these other like all of this yeah, all of them. You know what I mean? The what was it? They came and they went. Um, the designer dude and all of these people that just they came for a second and they went away. A few people lasted, like Future lasted, but music, it's a different. It's not even rap or hip hop anymore. It's not. It's. I think that it should be its own genre of music that these new supposed to be rappers are making, and go over there. Maybe it's like emo rap. Maybe it's emo. I don't know because it's trash. To be honest, it's all trash. Like I don't listen to anything new. Well, let me not say that. I do listen. I like the baby. I like to hear him rap. I like Big X the Plug. I like to hear him rap. Um, Still Kendrick Lamar. I don't like anything Drake does anymore. Everything Drake is doing the same thing that these people are doing. Gunna, Young Thug, Lil Baby. He's doing the same type of music, and to me, it's just trash. I don't even know how people like the music. To be honest, a lot of times I don't understand what they're saying, and you can't say it's just like a different lingo because I'm knowing the words and I'm understanding what you're saying. It's almost like you're saying the same thing 20 times in the song, just saying it differently. You just said the car, and then it's the car again, then it's the car again, then it's the bitch, then it's the bitch, then she fucking and she sucking, and oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. Well, I'm gonna edit that out, put a little beep, beep in there, but yeah, I mean that's what I'm hearing, and it's just not. It's not even the emotions that they when they try to have these songs that feign emotion, they don't even connect. It doesn't even seem real. It's like it's not real. It's like you're trying to make that song and make it connect, but it's not connecting because the emotion that you're trying to express isn't real in the song. Like some people, when they say something in a song and whatever, you know that it's real. You know where it's coming from. Sometimes you hear it in their voice. Their voice may crack or something like that. You hear it in the song. And so I think the art form, and that was one thing that Avery brought up today, is that AI is taking over and is actually doing more than what we think that it's doing as far as for people in the music industry. And I can see that. I can see that from the lyrics, from not necessarily from the music itself, because keep in mind that music is really just numbers. It's numbers. So if you can have a computer understand numbers, then of course it can make music. That's nothing. But as far as the lyrics and things like that, I can definitely see artificial intelligence being involved in the music, and I think it's very prevalent now. And because of that, uh, it's losing the soul of the music. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it just doesn't sound right. And like my wife, my co-host here was just mentioning, um, the the old heads are making a comeback because I think that it connects more with people. You know, I think that they connect with people more than some of this new music. Yeah. So that Young Thug album though, trash. It was trash, and I tried to give it a chance. I'm not gonna lie. I listened to maybe the first 4 or 5 songs, and I just didn't want to hear any more. I felt like if you didn't even have one song within the first 5 songs that I wanted to hear, then I doubt that you would have a song in the next 16 that I would want to hear. Because usually, when people, when you have an album, you want to set the stage from the very beginning. So you would think that within your first 1 to 3 songs, you're gonna have a banger. You know what I mean? And yeah, so Yeah, that Young Thug album is trash. What else? Anything else that we want to talk about? Um, let's see. You got nothing else back there, Carmen? Huh?
Uh,
So the Bears came back and won today. I don't know if you guys caught the game. 25-24 over Vegas, the Las Vegas Raiders. When the last time I looked at it, I didn't think that they were actually going to win that game. I think the defense did it this time.
they told Jay-Z he couldn't get in that casino deal.
He couldn't get in the casino deal with Nas now. He's not gonna like that. He's gonna destroy Nas's career for that. He's gonna destroy his career. Nas is in it. Nas, I read about it the other day. Nas just got into a $5 billion deal or something with whoever it was for that casino resort in New York.
World president decided after Nas and reported 5.5 billion.
They trying to say that Nas won. I don't know. I think somebody.
He from Brooklyn, Queens.
Yeah. He from Nas from Queens. Jay-Z from Brooklyn. What's his name? Memphis Bleak was talking about that the other day about Nas's song Ether. They wanted it in Times Square. Oh, that's where it's at. Oh, that's gonna be major. That's a major.
Nas $5 billion partnership with Resorts World. Resorts World, New York City, the building casino in Queens has been approved in the unanimous vote.
That's major. That's major.
So he wanted his in Queens. His is gonna be in Queens, but Jay-Z wanted his
in Brooklyn.
Times Square.
In Times Square. Okay, I got you.
So
that's different.
Jay-Z definitely punching in right.
I don't know if Jay-Z is really punching there. He might be. I mean, is he really? Jay-Z got money.
He got shares in it with him too.
Anyway, right.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. People always trying to.
Yeah. Put people against each other and stuff like that.
Right, like, man, don't listen to nothing else on that line.
Right. Well, let me say this. Memphis Bleak was talking the other day about the beef with Jay-Z and Nas, and saying Nas, everybody was on that Ether. Nas beat Jay-Z in the battle. Ether was a great diss record, right? It was a great diss record, but I cannot say that Nas really won that battle at all, because there were other songs that came out later. That Jay-Z on that super ugly beat, that was he went in on that one. But not only that, I mean, you got to keep in mind that Jay-Z kind of resurrected Nas's career. You know what I mean? He resurrected his career. He helped him. So I think that in and of itself means that you won the war, as Memphis Bleak said. You might have won that battle, even if the fans say that Ether was better. You still won the war. And I think that he was saying that for the OVO camp for Drake, saying, well, Kendrick Lamar might have won that battle, but he's not winning the war. You know what I mean? Drake is still probably making a lot more money than Kendrick Lamar. He has probably a lot.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about that.
I knew this would get her going. Right?
Here's the thing about that, though, right?
She's a real Kendrick Lamar fan.
I'm not even really into no rapping or nothing like that, right? So I'm not gonna go no albums and this and that, third, fourth, and the fifth. Okay. The reason, to me, if Drake would have let things go and he didn't keep on, if he just would have took his L and skedaddle, it would not even be like it is, I think, now. Because when Kendrick said in his song, I'm gonna show you how to get rid of. It's like that's what he did to Drake. Because even if Drake come out with a song like he talking about some, what did I miss? Evidently, you missed the fact that you lost. You missed the fact that, like, take your L, bro. You didn't miss nothing. You took it all in. That's why you hurt and crying and doing the most. Now you want to sue.
But see, no. And no. People have that wrong. He did not sue Kendrick Lamar.
No, he's suing the. We know he's suing the. But still, it goes to show.
But the reason that he's suing him, he would have still done it. He would have done it because he's saying that hurt his money. His next deal was supposed to be more, but by the libel or the slander that Kendrick Lamar did, it hurt his brand, and by it hurting his brand, it hurt his negotiation.
Well, you should have motherfucking
you know what I mean?
Before you started with the man. He didn't hurt your brand if like he said.
Well, he's saying that his record label. He's saying that the record label that we are both.
Let him go and say, like, let him say what he said.
The record, right? They allowed him to put the record out. They're under the same record label,
right? But they let Drake put out whatever he was going to say against Kendrick Lamar. Right? That was okay.
That was something different. We're talking about you calling a man a pedophile.
Right. And he said, one. You should have when you in a rap battle when y'all you in your feelings and this ain't just no because he thought Kendrick Lamar thought it was just we finna go back and forth better. Oh, but you in your feelings and you taking it there. So now I'm gonna go there.
Carmen. But what we're talking about is the fact that he's suing what? That he's suing the record company, the record label. The record label shouldn't have let them the record label let him put it out there so that it would hurt the negotiations, so that he couldn't ask for more money.
Okay, so I'm gonna be looking at that case to see if that's the outcome of that. Because how you gonna determine what that man say?
What you talking about? The record label? The record label can prevent you from putting a song out.
So you saying that the record label? You saying that the record label prevented him? I mean, he wanted the record label to prevent Kendrick Lamar
from putting that song out.
Because him and Kendrick Lamar is on the same label, right? That's what we're saying.
Yes.
And then we're saying because
it hurt his negotiations.
It was gonna hurt his negotiations with the same label that they own.
Not maybe with the same label, but with other labels. Yeah, with other labels, he could have asked for more. What you mean? He give a fuck. What you mean? That's why he's suing them. That's why he's suing them. That's why he's suing them, Carmen. That's what I'm telling you.
But it's a rap battle.
Oh,
well, I'm just saying though, I'm just saying.
I understand what you're saying.
At the end of the day, it's still about the rap battle because they're talking about what he put out.
But you just said that he sued Kendrick Lamar.
I did not say he was suing Kendrick Lamar. I didn't say he was.
Okay, you didn't say. Okay.
I didn't say he was.
Okay.
I knew he wasn't. Okay. I'm just saying the fact that he's suing.
The suing period. Okay, so you're saying the fact that
because whether Kendrick Lamar has said that and nobody ate that up. And nobody ate that up, and the song that he did come out one popular when it was saying like a minor type of deal. He would be.
I understand that he wouldn't be doing it.
If nobody paid attention, they're like, oh, he lying, he just making up shit on that man. He wouldn't be. He wouldn't be saying.
What are you talking about? I understand what you're saying. Are you saying?
It's your little crybaby ass lover boy, huh? Your little crybaby ass fucking lover boy.
She always goes there like that. Yeah, when we talk about Drake. Drake was at a point in time one of my favorite rappers.
I'm talking about, oh my God.
He was one of my favorite rappers.
The way he advocated for that man, you would have thought he was.
I didn't advocate. How did I advocate?
Getting paid for it or something.
I never advocated.
You would have thought he was his content creator.
How did I advocate for it? What are you talking about?
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
You tripping. I advocated.
I'm not.
You is tripping. I never advocated for him. If I say, it's been plenty of people that I would say that's one of my favorite rappers. Joe Budden is Tupac is one of my Scarface. They're some of my favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? And if I take lyrics and I compare the lyrics to other people, I will show you, okay, we're going to put these lyrics next to these lyrics, and I'm going to show you.
Sleep holding your phone, listening to it. I love it.
I've never done that. I've never done that. I've never done that. This is why people get sued for libel and slander, because she's slandering me. She's slandering me on live stream, talking about I went to sleep with Drake on my phone, like it was a lullaby, holding my phone like it was a lullaby.
Talking about, if you read this, it's too late.
If you read this, it's too late. Yeah, but no, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Okay. Okay. What's the next topic? What's the next topic? What's the next topic up? Cardi B. Cardi B is pregnant. She got beef with JT. Now, my wife is gonna know more about this than me. What's going on with JT and Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Uzi pervert?
I'm gonna say something. I like Cardi B because,
we're not talking about why you like Cardi B.
As a human being, though, she just seems like she's more humble than the rest of them. Like, they just give. I don't know about their beef. You know, of course, we know that she got beef with.
Do you know about the baby? Do you know about the baby
and all that stuff?
What you know about the baby?
She's pregnant.
She's pregnant.
And his name
Stefan Diggs. She knows.
They say he be digging in. You put that out there. Anywho.
Be digging in what? What?
They say he like
men.
They say he did not. So anywho, I don't know nothing about the
a lot of people. But I mean, why would she could? But hold on. That would be crazy because she was talking about on her album that Lil Uzi Vert likes, you know, to get some little backdoor action. She don't know that about Stefan Diggs.
They were just having fun and things happen, and that's all it was. She wasn't trying to get pregnant by the damn man. It happened. And she ain't want to, you know what I'm saying? She probably a person who don't believe in abortion, so she just was like, well, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why she was hiding it before. And then remember she told Offset, because Offset can't talk stuff, but he just hurt. And
he not hurt. He not hurt.
Because I'm gonna tell you something.
He not hurt.
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 Anywho, I'm not here to discuss that.
So it's debate. This is everything's debatable. So we debate.
Anywho,
he not hurt though.
He definitely hurt. He definitely hurt. Because what grown ass man spent all his days and times on the internet talking about, if you ain't hurt, move on with your life. Move on.
See, that come from a woman. That come from a woman that does not understand men.
But I ain't seen you kicking
and how we operate.
I ain't seen you kicking it as hard as you've been kicking up. We've been hearing about the cheating rumors. We may see a little stuff, but I ain't seen as much as you've been up in the camera now. Since all this done took place, you're hurt. You're trying to show, I got these females, I'm doing this. And then every time we turn around, it's a tweet about Cardi, like, get over it. Okay. So it happened. You was cheating the whole time because that's why we in this situation now. Well, we ain't a shit. It's nothing. She's in the situation now because you couldn't keep it at home. Like, you wanted everything else, but then when she ready to move on, now it's a problem. Like, you've been, come on now.
See.
You've been publicly clowning. But anywho,
what she doesn't understand is that a man like Offset and a lot of men don't just want their cake and eat it too. They want the bakery. Want the bakery. I want all the cakes and the cookies and the pie. If a lot
shit in the motherfucker.
if a lot of men could,
look at that truck. Look at that truck.
Where? Oh, that's nice.
That is nice.
That's nice.
That's nice.
If a lot of men could, what they would do is probably eliminate all the rest of the men on the planet, so they could just have all the women to themselves and start all.
And we know what a lot of women got, so imagine that.
A lot of women got.
You want all the women? You want all the women?
I don't get it.
No, hold on. Wait a minute. But I'm just saying, why you pause and you ain't answering it?
I don't know. I'm not. No, not me. I'm talking about.
Hell no.
No, what? I'm saying, like, what are you saying? Like the are you talking like the trans people? Oh, I don't know. You talking about like diseases? Oh, diseases. Okay, yeah. No, I'm sure that they would probably, try to get rid of them. But yes. Not necessarily get rid of, but
so I think she's just doing what she has to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She got another baby coming. With somebody else, whatever. They say he got 3, 4 other kids on the way, whatever. At the same time, so who knows?
All right. Well, yeah. I just wanted to get on here for a minute to make sure that.
So you ain't had nothing to say about it?
No, I didn't really care. I was just trying to fill up space. They got their lights on. Why y'all got their lights on back there? Is that me in the back? Oh, that's them over there. Yeah, that's over there. But yeah. Thanks for watching. For checking out the show. Like I said, make sure you go check out the other shows. Subscribe. My wife today, we went over there. Like I said earlier, we went to the Mexican restaurant. And she had a little accident where she spilled her burrito stuff on the front of her shirt and stuff, and so yeah, that was fun. That was fun there. Food wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't bad though. So can't complain about that. Yeah, I just wanted to get my time in. Like I said, make sure that you go check out my other shows on here. The OC Street Files and Stop the Shenanigans. I think I'm on episode 3, maybe episode 4 now. Watch that. Watch the OC Street Files. I think I got 5 or 6 episodes of that. Of course, go back and watch the old episodes of Everything's Debatable. You'll catch them under the playlist. Everything's Debatable. Some of the older throwback ones are under Rolling with the Hoopers on this same channel. And check out the OC Street Files on TikTok. And that's about it. Make sure you subscribe. If you see this, subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Facebook too. I guess if you want to, don't really matter, but yeah, be all right if you do. I'm about to go ahead and finish watching the last of the game. If the game ain't over with yet. I know Dallas probably lost. Dallas sucks. Yeah. But anyway, y'all have a good night. God loves you. We do too. We'll see you again next Sunday.